So unprofessional.
It's the start of something new. It feels so right.
It feels
be
so good.
It's not how the song
We're
goes.
going to work on our chemistry. This is a chemistry read for episode 1 podcast.
Mr. Misinformation. Guess who's who?
My name is Jaden Edwards.
My name is Morgan Hurst. Not to be confused with Morg Living.
Hurst.
Herbst.
Welcome.
I'm disassociating.
Girl, associate. Come on. Yes. Welcome to the more. Oh, well. No. Guys, I had a podcast where.
Sure.
Guys,
He's just trying to take over. Guys, I swear to God, I'm not trying to make this all about me.
Every week, I'm like, welcome to the Morgue Living podcast with Jaden.
So literally, with a special guest.
Welcome to Mr. and Mrs.
And wait, Mrs.?
Oh.
He doesn't even know the name of our podcast.
Girl, it's episode 1. Like, we're just free.
It? I feel like,
there's no rules.
Nobody really was knowing about this. We were knowing about this until I kind of peeped it somewhere, and now we were disappointing ourselves and the internet for a little bit, but here we are.
Yeah, you need to drop a seed in an unknown field in a meadow in which cannot be reached by others, and then drop your seed in an unknown girl in a town you've never been to. Forget about it. Tell a couple people, and then come back when the child's fully grown, which it is. And you're watching it.
And here she is.
Here she freaking is. Mr. and
Miss.
Information.
Mrs.? What even is Miss?
I don't know. I'm like getting nervous.
I constantly go through Miss and Miss it. Ms., and Mrs., right?
If you're using Ms., you're fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Fucking.
What's the difference?
The difference is you're fucking annoying if you're using Ms. I've never heard someone use.
I feel like I got
Ms.
I feel like I got corrected in school a lot when I'd be like Miss and be like it's Ms. I was like, well, what the hell?
Well, yeah, it's an insufferable prick telling you that.
Difference between Ms.
Can you look up difference between cock and balls after this with images for reference? Turn off NSFU searching.
Difference between Miss.
I think one is married, one is just a single lady, independent.
All right. MISS is used for unmarried women.
You're girl, what if you get married and we're on episode 250 and we're like fucking change it?
We have to change the name of the podcast. MRS is used for married women, and Ms. is used for women of any marital status. Yeah, then why the hell are you using it? Just to be different.
And but if you do get married, having a little change in the name to Ms. is kind of chic.
Right, but we're talking shit about Ms. in the first podcast. It could.
But I've talked a lot of shit about things and then swung back around to enjoy.
Yeah, sometimes you have to grow. I unfortunately can't stop staring at, there is a chicken wing wrapped in paper towel outside of my room, sitting on the balcony on top of a paint can. And until I move it, I think that'll be our view for every podcast.
Girl, that's dinner, and it will grow with us. It will, just like our podcast.
Grow, I think it'll deteriorate, but we won't.
No, just like our podcast, it will grow spores and start to grow as a bacteria and virus. All that fucking balcony is our population that listens to the podcast. And we're dropping a spore.
Who's the chicken wing?
We are.
There's only one. We're one.
Wait.
Me and Morgan should not have podcast microphones because
it's just like fun to hear.
We had Madison put the headphones on her when she came in just now, and her nightmare is when we make sounds in her ear, like, and she had surround sound just now, and I hope that you enjoyed that as well.
We're gonna have a sound section for each podcast where 25 minutes of the episode we're gonna make the funnest sound we can think of, and then we're gonna have a noun section.
We'll do one now. It can't be a fart noise.
That's an inquisitive think. Okay. No, sure. Well, what a fun introduction, you guys. You guys don't even know what's
You don't know what's coming.
And we don't as much as you do.
We also have no idea.
We're just having fun. We're just two kids, 123, 124. My cougar mama. Having fun on the freaking mic. We're wearing headphones because we're really tapped in a
Morgan's trying to read my journal right now. Stop looking.
Like you wouldn't freaking tell me.
So
like you wouldn't freaking tell me
like
word for word, bar for bar.
It's actually all about you.
I know. Today Morgan came over.
And then on Monday, we did whatever Monday.
No, some of these I'm like, what the hell were we talking about?
We obviously kind of had to game plan this a little bit, and we just were throwing ideas out. I'm looking at my journal right now, and hey, are you dumb?
Yeah, like maybe we should have put like maybe one parentheses.
So it run on 2 pages. Really, there's not a comma or a period in sight.
No, or maybe even where we derived the thoughts for these ideas from.
No, we said that we would remember, and now I don't really remember. Mario Party.
Bitch, we will always remember Mario freaking Party.
Yeah, if you're watching this video,
she's a Goomba.
I'm holding up my stuffed Goomba. I actually have multiple of these around the house. Not the stuffed ones, but statues.
Different. I got her a statue for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Dylan got her that one.
When I came back from Milan after I was not well.
And it made freaking Goomba healed.
Goomba healed.
Yeah.
Goomba or the Lexapro, I don't know.
Mario Party is huge in this house.
It is. We play it all the time.
We play it 2 or 3 times a week.
See, but that's also when Morgan's here.
Yeah.
That's also when Morgan's here.
There you go. I'm like, we're gonna like watch this episode and it's gonna be me fucking deep throating the mic and you holding and you like holding it like.
Sorry, I'm not used to having shit around my mouth, Morgan.
I'm like fighting the urge to like fucking slob on this fucking mic.
To swallow it.
I'm like, guys.
It's also quite heavy. I'm just really petite. I'm grabbing my junk right now. It's like really heavy and my little petite wrist can't hold it up.
I'm sitting like a miss and you're sitting like a mister.
That's why I said, guess who's who?
You'll never guess.
Guess.
Yeah, we play Mario Party like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And it gets heated.
We also now always play as the same people. I think when we first started playing it, it was
a free-for-all for who you resonated with the most.
At the moment.
Mine, I've been switching between characters a little bit.
Recently?
Yeah, I played a Shy Guy last time. I was feeling crazy.
What do you usually play as?
Either Monty Mole or Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is just a little fuck. Like, he's just a little bastard, and I like him.
Well, when we play the other actual Bowser Castle, and then he gets to be punished by his daddy.
I know. I hate when you hit the Bowser space, and then it like does the roulette for like what you could get, like lose a star, lose 100 coins.
But in Pro, it's all just
I know.
Buy your
and
stars.
Then like it always skips over the one where he whips out his massive cock and strokes it at you. I always want it. It's like Bowser cock.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do that to his son. That's why you never get it.
Well, I've played as Monty Mole, and specifically you use a custom dice roll to land on Bowser's space.
Just so you can see if he pulls it out.
Yeah, and I want there to be a custom Bowser roulette choosing, because I want to choose the Bowser cock at your face. Cock at your face.
Stop.
And by cock, I mean chicken.
Please excuse him. He's really inappropriate. I wish we had that.
Can we get the mod for that?
We jailbreak our Mario Party.
Mario Party explicit.
The only other character that I've played as is who's the ghost?
Boo.
I like when they don't. Oh no, he has arms. I was gonna say I like when they don't have arms, but Goomba has legs and no arms, and Boo has arms and no legs. They're more like wings, I would say, though, because he flies.
Yeah. I was a Monty Mole Morgan for a second, and then Nick started playing with him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You notice how I did something and then Nick starts to.
Well, we kind of have like a 4 person. There's like one person that switches out usually.
Yeah.
And it's either you or Nick, but
yeah, because traveling to Echo Park, like when I live 6 miles away, and sometimes that feels like a full day journey. Like
and I never go to Morgan's house.
No, you've been to my house like 3 times, and each time it's because it's like we're gonna go after this just because it's like we have something in the area after.
In the area, that's the only reason ever.
But I genuinely go to the gas station and I buy a snack for the road and 2 drinks.
Meat sticks,
a gummy, and then I have a drink for the car and then a drink for the festivities, Mario Party, when I get here.
But then I get snacks while you're here.
Yeah, and then I'm just like on snack overload and
yeah. This
Jaden's a feeder.
House. I am a feeder.
Jaden's a feeder and I'm a grower.
I actually am. No, I love to host. Even though it's in like small.
Wait, if you were on Grindr, they love you.
Why?
You love to host. They're always looking for people to host.
I don't get it.
Gay people, you'll get it. But yeah, it's like a full day journey. Like if I'm coming over here, like I'm committing to the long haul. Like it's a 6-hour minimum.
And he packs a bag because he doesn't know if he's gonna stay the whole week or if he's gonna stay for like 6 hours.
No, and like the days that like I do pack light, where I'm just like, okay, a sock, underwear, sweatpants, shorts to sleep in.
That's when you end up staying.
One shirt. Yeah, I stay for 2 days, and then you guys are like, oh, let's go to this event. Let's go out, and I'm like. And you're like, just throw a leather jacket on. I'm like, no, I'll look like the dumbest person at the fucking dive bar.
No, because also, the dumbest person at the dive bar. No, he always says that he doesn't have anything to wear, and then he goes in our closets, and then he finds a plethora of things. And not my words, but you said it yourself, you're a big guy.
In stature alone, kids.
Sorry, guys, I'm having a cough attack, but in stature alone. Right. So...
I'm fat. Like building off of that.
God. Anyways, so somehow there was pants that fit him because No, you know what I think the reason behind that is that every single clothing brand that exists nowadays makes pants for runway models, and me and Madison are both 5'4", and we don't have our legs are well, actually no. Madison has really long legs and I have a very long torso, so just pants don't fit me in general. I'm so small. I'm so petite.
Everything's so baggy.
I literally always fell down a crack in my bed yesterday.
Everything's so baggy on me.
You always have to fist me out.
Fist you out. But yeah, Madison and Jaden just have always something, and I just dig around, and sometimes it's a little too tight, and I'm like, oh, this is a look like it's like giving a like singed corset. And then like I leave and it's like, okay, take the muffin man back home. He isn't fully cooked.
Muffin man. No, you're skinny.
Yeah.
Oh. Technical difficulties.
But yeah, I genuinely love coming to Jaden and Madison's. I hate leaving. And
but I just don't like going anywhere else. I don't like spending the night at other people's places. I don't even like really being at other people's places. And I think it's mostly because of my cats.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like my space. I grew up being like the housing. Okay.
Oh, the housing.
Oh, the housing. I grew up being the house. The hosting house. God.
I grew up as the house. Here's the door.
God. You know what I'm trying to say. My parents were
and then I guess I gotta ask if the carpets really do match the drapes.
You're sick.
Because you're a house. No, you're a great host. Like I love it, and that's why I'm here for 2 days at a time, because I can't get a freaking enough.
But I got a boyfriend now. I make him sleep on the couch. So
no, literally, me and Jaden used to have sweet, intimate sleepovers.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful, and I loved it. I don't know if I can say this, and maybe we can cut it if not. But there was one night that Jaden had smoked just like the itsy-bitsiest amount, like a hit of marijuana.
Which I literally never do because I go into psychosis, and that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah. And I was like sleeping over, and she's like, let's bring the projector up to my room so we can watch a movie. it'll be a freaking vibe, and the TV will be the size of a wall, literally.
And this projector, it's supposed to like automatically like fit to the size of what you want it, but also it could be a little crooked. Like if you don't have a projector to put it on, I was just putting this on a wall.
So we bring it up, we're setting it up, and around like the third or fourth reset of the size of this projector, I'm like, Jaden, that's like the perfect size. Like we're about to like knock out in 2 to 5 minutes.
I've always
like pressing play of the movie.
My head hits the fucking pillow anyways.
So I'm like, oh, like that looks like a good size. You're like, no, it can get bigger. Like, no, it can get at least 30 tries later. She is still like trying to make it the size of the wall.
It's so the way that I don't know if most projectors are like this, but maybe, I don't know. You know how the smart boards in school way back in the day, like you'd get excited to go up there with the pen and like,
I was homeschooled.
Oh, shit, forgot about that. Well, if you weren't homeschooled, loser. You take your pen and you go to the corners, and I don't know what it does. It like fixes it. You're not even making it bigger, but that's kind of the vibe that it has going, is in a stretching aspect. And I did that for like 30 minutes just because I had a little bit of the naughty stuff.
Literally the naughty pal.
I'm not allowed to have that stuff.
Yeah, so I love staying here. But I have been moved to the couch, or even when I stay here, because all my fucking friends are dating people. All my friends are in love and holding people through the cold winter nights. So either I'm downstairs in the cold with the flakiest throw blanket that Dylan wants to throw away. It's like this red blanket, and it like sheds red everywhere.
It gets red chunks of fur on everything and everyone that it even lays eyes on.
I put on pants yesterday, and there was chunks down. I was like, I don't even remember wearing these at your house the last time. You
probably pull it out of your butt. It gets into every nook and every cranny.
Not the only thing I'm trying to pull out of my butt.
Yeah, my boyfriend and my other boyfriend are in love, so.
Yeah, we've kissed.
It makes me really uncomfortable, but it doesn't matter.
Canon. Me and Jaden's boyfriend have kissed. Canon. Me and you have kissed.
Yeah, we have.
I was gonna tell you earlier. I was like, you know those AI videos of people like making, like, choose two pictures to make out.
You make them kiss.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't need to do that.
True, or if that leaked.
Oh.
He leaked it.
I could be like, that's
AI. You guys are so dumb. He was gonna post it on my birthday, and Dylan was like, "I don't want to see that. I don't care if you're gay." And also, we have this running joke that Morgan's not actually gay, and he's just as gay to get invited to the sleepovers.
And I do every time.
Yeah.
And the girls change in front of me, and I have to sit down the entire time they're changing, and I'm like, ugh, this is really hard to keep this secret, and the secret is the boner. But Madison, the sweet ball of sunshine ray that she is, always is like, oh, if you're staying over, like, I'll just go and stay at my girlfriend's.
Because her girlfriend lives down the road, so it's not hard at all.
Yeah, and like it's, for a second, it's like a tough pill to swallow because I don't want to take handouts from anyone gay because it's a tainted gift because of what they're doing is wrong, anything they do. But I'm like, sure, I'd rather sleep in a bed. But I'm like, no, that's so fucking, like, she's like, oh, I'll sleep in the tower at Ivy's.
Oh, yeah, because Ivy has, I call it a sex dungeon, but that's just me being perverted, but it's a small, cozy little corner tower off of a balcony with a ceiling that you could only dream up.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can't imagine having sex in that room because I've never had sex with Ivy, but I can imagine it's great.
The sex with Ivy.
Yeah, guys. Also, oh my God, speaking of, somebody commented on Madison's TikTok that she posted recently of her and Ivy, and she says, knew we weren't going back to Friends after we looked like this in the back of all of our friends' videos, because I had posted a video on YouTube, and I'm just yapping, having a conversation while we're at breakfast, and I look in the viewfinder, and they're just they're seeing stars in each other's eyes. They are just, they're flirting. And
their love life is Mario Party.
I clocked them, literally. And I clocked them, and she posted that. And then Ivy comments, poor Jaden. And then someone replied to it and said, I know, like, not knowing that it's Ivy's the girlfriend. I know, I really thought that they were together. I'm glad they're all still friends, though. Thinking that people think that me and Madison have dated or are dating.
It's just casual what they've done.
Yeah.
It's just like strictly like a little under the shirt stuff that they've done.
Just
Friends Plus.
Yeah, dry hump.
Wet hump.
Ew. Yeah, no, this is the podcast for making rumors and disputing rumors.
Yeah, so you don't know what's missing.
Get it? Because Mr. and Miss Information. Is it misinformation or is it information?
Or Mr. Information. Because men can only tell the truth. And women are liars.
Yeah.
Females are all liars. And
females.
well, if it's a lie, I bet a female said it.
I have to put on a tank top.
Are you getting hot?
I'm sweating.
Jada just said, wait, I won't be able to hear you. Like the mic is a vacuum of all noise and sound. Anyway, so for the audio listeners, if you're watching and you have a fun imagination, close your eyes or turn away from your TV/MacBook. If you watch anything on a MacBook, I have beef with you. I'm just saying, like, I don't like MacBook watching. Jaden is butt naked. She's doing jump jacks beside me. She's doing jump jack by me, and she is now applying baby oil. And man, is it getting hot in here. I think I might need to go off camera too and take off some clothes to help her with this workout she's doing. She calls it Jaden Lottie's. Yeah. So once again, welcome to the first episode. I hope that you're enjoying what we're bringing to the table. I hope it's a full course meal and none of the food is 3D printed.
Speaking of digitally printed food, have you seen? Not you.
Not likely.
Not me. Not Hermione. You. Wait, have you seen Harry Potter?
Girl, yes.
Girl, yeah, what the hell? Upload is the show that I'm talking about.
That sounds like a TLC exclusive.
No, it's actually Amazon Prime Video, and it's really good. I actually really enjoy it. I think there's like 2 seasons or 3 seasons out, but basically when you die, you can upload your consciousness to like a virtual heaven, and you like it's basically like you're in a retirement home. Honestly, it looks like hell. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the point. But they have digitally printed food, and this guy gets there, and he's like, "Oh my god, yeah! Oh yay!" And he's like eating burgers and doing all these things, and he's like, "Wait, why doesn't it taste like anything?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't." I'm like, you'd think that they would make that a part of the consciousness.
Yeah, like that would.
That would be my worst thing ever. If I couldn't, like, when everyone got COVID, I never got COVID, believe it or not. When everyone got COVID and they couldn't taste anything, that's my nightmare.
Yeah, I got COVID and I found out at work because I was working at a coffee stand in Idaho and I couldn't smell any of the beans I was grinding or coffee I was making. So I was like mid coffee shift and I was like, "Hey y'all, so did all the coffee beans lose smell or is that just COVID? Me?" And it turned out to be just me.
My family got really, really sick. I mean, I got vaccinated and they didn't. And they got really sick. They all had COVID, and I was like drinking from the same cups and everything. And believe it or not, I didn't get COVID.
Maybe you were the origin.
Maybe I was the origin. No, I remember I got some test done. They're like, "Yeah, you don't even have the antibodies for it." And I was like, "That's strange." But also, apparently, if you have a certain type of blood type, you're less likely to get it. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor.
You could be if you wanted to. If you
I think that's my nightmare. I actually almost went to school. Well, I almost went to school. I went to college for a year, and I went for business entrepreneurship at ASU because that's what you do when you have no idea what you want to do with your life. And that, though, give me some grace, I went to cosmetology school when I was in high school, and that was my plan A. College was my plan B, which usually it's the other way around. And then I was like, wait, I'm really liking this college thing. I'm going to go and I'm going to be a nurse, and then I want to like inject filler into people because I was really into filler at the time. If you saw me in 2020, 2021, Mama had some lips on her. It was really scary, and the only person who told me it looked bad was my mother. Thank you, Mom, but I didn't listen, and I wish I would have because now those photos are out there, and they haunt me. There's so many gnats in my house.
Yeah, I've always said that I think I've seen, like, while I'm driving, like, doctors and nurses and stuff, and I think those doctors and nurses need to put down the scrubs and pick up a vlogging camera.
Oh,
we need
I
more.
thought you were going to say needles.
No, we need more
We're
influencers.
already picking up. We need more influencers.
I want doctors to pick up TikTok shop marketing and to now post the gum that gets rid of cavities.
I actually have that in my drawer.
I got one too. They got me.
Did you use it?
Yeah.
I need to because I have half a tooth.
It's kind of fucked. Like, it's not good. Like,
no, it doesn't taste good. I've had like one. I've had a chew.
And I haven't noticed anything. I went to the dentist last week and I had 7 cavities.
7? See, every time I go to the dentist, I have a lot of cavities too.
But that's
Dylan's
my
never
lucky
had
number.
a cavity. Oh, perfect. That's why you had it. He just showed me his 7 tattoo on his arm.
Yeah, I have a 7 and everything in my life comes in 7s.
Manifested it.
Just as my cavities. So I had 7 cavities. I don't have any more. I always forget when I have cavities that it's kind of an extending process of them stabbing your face with needles and then grinding your tooth.
And then you get out of the dentist and you look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like,
I always buy a drink after because there's always like a little bodega by where I get my dentistry work done, where I get my work done. And I get a drink and then I'm like drinking and then it's like dribbling out onto my shirt and then I look like like a big fucking baby.
Like a big baby.
I look like a big fucking
Yeah, well, I have
baby.
half a tooth, so I think I beat you in the bad hygiene category.
Why do you have half a tooth? Why don't you just get a second part?
Well, maybe that gum will bring back the rest of my tooth. Fuck.
Get the TikTok magic gum. You eat it and you get your teeth back.
Get your teeth back. No, I'm pretty sure they're going to have to pull this tooth out. I was supposed to get a root canal 3 years ago, and I never did. I actually moved to England like 3 days after they told me to get a root canal. And then I was there, and then my dad's like, why don't you get... Sorry, I don't want to offend anyone who's British. I love the British. But my dad's like, well, you want a wooden tooth? You're going to go to England, you're going to get a wooden tooth? I was like, fuck, probably better than having half of one.
That reminds me of that night when we were watching Paddington and it was like 15 people.
That's the night me and Dylan kissed for the first time.
Oh.
Lovingly.
Saucy. So we were watching Paddington and I don't know. Sometimes I just feel the need to, hey, I'm on a podcast, fill the space with my voice. So we were watching it and they were talking. It was like 15, like 10, 15 people?
There's a lot of people.
It was a lot of people. And they were talking about like how like not believable is a bear is just walking the streets of London. And
nobody's saying anything about it.
Nobody's like, why? Being like, you're a bear.
Not about it even talking, but the fact that it's there and it's small and it's like conscious.
And cute.
And cute. And
so
its hat.
cute.
His hat and his raincoat.
And I was like, well, the most unbelievable part for me is they're trying to convince us British people are attractive. And then my
friend Jade was there and she's
Hi Jade, I love you.
Hi Jade. She is a beautiful British woman, but I don't think she had said anything.
Like she's a model.
Yeah, she's perfect.
But this was like my first time meeting her.
Also, I don't think she said anything.
No,
like,
she did.
Came in. I thought she came in like really quietly because we were watching the movie.
No. She was there and she said, "What does that mean? I'm from London." And I was like,
"No, I mean like before you said it, I don't think you heard her talk."
Oh, no, I didn't.
Right, because I don't think you would have said
you're
that.
You're like, "Hi, bro." Yeah, so
I don't think that you had heard her talk. I don't think that you had heard her talk before you said what you said, because I don't think you would have intentionally called her out like that, because she's beautiful and gorgeous in her heart and her soul.
No, she's literally a freaking model. She's a freaking model.
She's a freaking model.
I do have beef with London, though. That is the one place that I have no aspiration to visit, because it's like, I lived in Seattle, and that's Mr. Rain's fucking city.
Mr. Rain. I've never been to Seattle and I really want to go, but that's probably
No, let's
scary.
go. Summer.
Oh.
No, summer is the most beautiful time in the world because you're burrowing.
Sorry.
Summer is the most beautiful time in Seattle because the entire 9 months you've been going with no sun, it's rainy, like you're on the precipice of death at your own hands. And then the sun comes out and everyone's smiling and jumping and joy.
But I want it to be like sad gloom when I go. Like the whole point of me wanting to go to Seattle is like I want to be in the doom and the gloom, and like I want Grey's Anatomy core.
Okay, let's go. Like I don't know.
I don't want to make you unhappy.
No, I'll be happy. We can go and
You'll be happy because you're with me?
Yes, because here's the thing: no rainy day is strong enough against your ball of sunshine, my friend Jaden.
ball of sunshine.
Your balls of sunshine.
Balls of sunshine. Okay, let's go to Seattle.
Yeah.
World
tour.
I've realized. Oh yeah, our friend group wants to do a. Saying friend group sounds so high school to me, but it's
our group of friends.
Our group of friends wants to do a world tour, and when we say world, we mean the U.S. You know, fucking Americans think that the world revolves around them, and we want to go to everybody's hometowns because, like, in a bus. I want to like rent a van. I think that would be very fun.
That would be so fun, but I swear to God, we have to drive through mine.
Let's no. It'll be.
I can give you like the hot spots, where I kissed my first girl and thought that I was genuinely wanting a relationship with the girl.
Really?
But it was just pressure to not be gay.
Well,
anyone know about that?
How big was your town?
It was like, so my hometown where I was born had 30 people in it. And my family was
so scary.
My family was 9 of it.
That is so scary.
There were more like cattle. There were more cattle and horses than there were people, and there was more acreage of wheat fields than there was hairs on everyone's heads. That's impossible.
Is that what they would say? Was that the like?
I just came up with that.
Oh, okay. That's like when you come into a town and they have that little thing. It's like, welcome to more. Hey, what did you say?
It's Cloverland.
That's not the question I was asking. I was trying to repeat your quote that you said about hairs on the head.
Oh,
welcome to Cloverland.
There's more hairs on your there's more there's more acreage of wheat field than there are hairs on your head.
And the people, they live in a turn.
Literally. Yeah, so it was small as fuck, and then 30 minutes away was where I went to high school, Assotin, Washington, and that town was about like 1,000 to 2,000 people, and my school was K through 12, and we had the largest graduating class in all of school history with 60 people.
60?
6 freaking 0. When people are like, yeah, my school is small, we only had 200 people graduating in my class, I was like,
you're like, well,
what the hell?
So did you like know
you go
everybody?
To Beverly Hill? You know everybody
and they know everything about you?
To the scariest extent.
And all of your business.
When I tell you gay rumors spread like wildfire, hit a gas station, hit like a nursing home, like that shit fucking exploded. Like when people are like, Morgan's gay, I'm like, what?
No.
What?
No.
I'm like, how did this already get to my fucking third house down neighbor's dog?
Because neighbor's dog. Because there's only 6 houses in the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
They all have the can and the string throughout the 6 houses.
Yeah. Can you call the neighbor? I'm like, let me get
the can.
Yeah, so that was it. I enjoyed living there for
Really? I was gonna say, really?
I don't need to do any propaganda.
No. Talk your shit.
It's not hey, that place isn't a good place to grow up if you're queer. It's a very Republican state of mind. Little bubble. They just recently, community had a anti-mask rally. They had that around
anti-mask, like masculine lesbian.
Yeah, they had anti-stud rally.
Oh
no,
my God.
No, it was for the mask.
Oh, you were serious. I would have put it past what you told me.
They're like only femmes.
Yeah, literally only femmes in this town.
We think being gay is wrong, but as long as you look like a girl, it's fine. No, so it was when COVID was going down. They had an anti-mask rally parade, where they went around my high school and were like, "We're not wearing masks." I'm like, dude, COVID, this is such an irrelevant town. COVID isn't even going to touch down.
COVID doesn't even know you guys.
So yeah, that was fun. And then when we had like the Black Lives Matter rally, I went to some rallies that were there, and they all over Facebook, people were like, Antifa is coming. They're shipping down Antifa to the Lewiston Clarkston Valley to destroy our businesses and our homes.
Well, yes, of course.
And all of this stuff. And we're like, oh, what the hell are you guys talking about? And we were at one of these like marches, and a person with a full-blown AR was walking in front of me. And I don't know if they were like protecting, or they were like trying.
I highly doubt they were.
Or they were
protecting.
like protecting the fucking park we were in. But it was insane. And then a little bit into the downtown, literally 8 small businesses, they had a bunch of weird ass people with ARs standing in front of every single business, like multiple people. Like, and some of them were even like Proud Boys from neighboring larger cities that were coming down to protect us from Antifa. And I was like, dude, this is actually insane, just that you guys believe that buses of Antifa people are coming down because we're like, hey, social injustice happens. They're like,
they're gonna get you.
No, plus you're going to explode Granny's cookie shop.
Not great. Not Nona's cookie shop.
Nana's cookie too good. Nana, your cookie too good.
She's got an AR protecting the store.
Nana, cookie so good I had to defend it from Antifa.
Holy shit.
No, but that is a wild town to live in. So yeah, maybe we can just drive through, see some of the sites, see where I went to high school.
Get the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck out of there. Because yeah. I love a lot of people, like some of my friends' parents still live there and I love them so deeply. And I just recently went back. And when I tell you that's a fucking whiplash and a half to go after I hadn't been there in like 3 or 4 years, and to go and see one of my best friend's dads, who's like a father to me.
Papa.
And it was like, whoa, like the quality of living and just like things that you can do in this place is so low. I am so surprised I made it out of there without like, you know, I had 3 attempts, but I made it out of there alive.
Only 3?
Yeah, I know.
Grow up.
I didn't even get like the full on the, I like those when you go.
Oh,
and then the fifth one.
What is it? A tally?
Yeah,
tally?
I like the 5th tally because it goes across.
Yeah.
It's like different from the others.
I agree.
Now I talked a lot.
No, obviously Tucson's like, it was definitely a much bigger city, but if we were to drive around Tucson, which I would enjoy, like my parents always are like, well, you don't want to live in Tucson's beautiful. Why wouldn't you want to live in Tucson? I'm like, it's for old people and like college students, and I'm not a college.
It's for Nana's cookies.
It's for Nana's cookies. I am not a college student anymore, and I'm not old. Duh. So I love visiting now. Like I have a better relationship with my family now than I did when I was in high school and wanting to leave. I mean, I left the country. So it would be nice for my friends to see, but like I have no business. Like
you have no unfinished business to attend to.
I have no unfinished business there. And also, but the other thing is it was a lot more fun going home for holidays in the past when we were closer to like graduating high school and like early college, because when we would have like full blown little reunions with all our friends from high school, because I was like really close with my graduating class, and I feel like our whole school was very buddy, but now we don't do that anymore. I mean, I still talk to so many people from high school.
I was just thinking the other day, we are closer to our tenure than we are far.
I know.
That's
I was actually thinking about that as well.
Because what were you, 2019 too?
Mm-hmm.
I was 2019 as well.
Whoa, we're in the same like year?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were a baby.
No. Hey, girl. Actually.
You're so smart. Oh, because you were homeschooled. You cheated.
So this is funny. Let me get out of the way on the first episode that I am uneducated, and that makes me the perfect fucking military to deliver misinformation. Yeah. Because when I graduated high school, I didn't graduate high school because none of my homeschool credits transferred over. But at the same time, I was taking college classes since sophomore year, so I graduated with my associates. But I also technically didn't. Like, they fudged a little, and I was supposed to take a math class, and they didn't, and I didn't. And they're like, you can walk, but you're not getting your diploma. And then they just gave me my diploma, and then I never went back.
So you got your high school diploma?
No. I got my associate's degree. I do not have my high school diploma.
But you have your graduated college? I'm confused.
So I was taking college courses and high school courses at the same time, but I was taking high school like dual credit for college. Right. So when I graduated, I didn't have any of my like literally like freshman through like junior year of homeschooling done.
Right.
Technically, to transfer those credits to giving me a high school diploma. But at the same time, literally a month later, I was having my graduation for college, but they were like, you haven't taken any math classes, you need a math credit to graduate
college.
Yeah, but will allow you to walk and you can just take some classes and then you'll get your diploma. So I walk expecting it to, like, as they usually do, have like the little writing, like, you need to finish this and then you get it. I get it signed by the dean, signed by the principal, like fully my diploma. And I was just like, I think people really there liked me. Like every teacher loved me there. Yeah, I didn't even need to do it. Like all the teachers really, really liked me.
Teacher's pet?
Not teachers. I was kind of like, I was just like a little charismatic. Like I had this teacher that would always be like,
see that for you.
Would be like, okay, I'm going to like, I would convince him not to schedule homework every single time. I'd be like, you know, we're not going to do it. Like, just don't. This will make your job easier. This will make our job easier. Like, don't do it. And he's like, come on, like just a little. I'm like, no. And he wouldn't.
I'd go up to the front of the class and flirt with the
butt
male
naked
teacher.
and jump up and down oiled out.
I'd go up to the front of the class and flirt with the male teachers so that our class wouldn't start for a while. We would just kiki. Flirt is a stretch, but honestly, like I wouldn't put. My high school was known for like having sex with their students. The high school itself.
How do I get in?
How do I get there?
I mean,
yeah, no. When
as a student.
No,
don't go that. Wait, guys, that sounded really bad for a second. I meant I would have sex with the teachers who are fully mature and probably at least 30.
Kids, not kids. Thank God. No,
It's Hollywood. You never know.
I didn't go to high school in Hollywood.
I mean, we're in Hollywood now. I could have.
We're not in Hollywood. Stop talking. It's my turn. So, so at away games. No, at home. Wait, whatever. At football games, they would have signs. The opposing team that was like teacher fuckers, and I was like,
whoa,
damn, yeah, no. And then they would like the security would come over and have to take it out.
Like it was no knowledge.
Ironwood Ridge, baby, Oro Valley.
Oral Valley.
Yes.
Dude, you went to Oro Valley and your teachers were fucking students? Of course they were.
They were.
I go to Backshot Valley High School and my teacher keeps giving me back. Well, no, it's in this programming.
Literally, duh. It's in the master's.
It's in the fucking syllabus.
So he
hit his prereq. His prerequisite for teaching at Backshot Valley. I go to Backshot Valley all the time.
Ironwood Ridge.
I went to...
In Oral Valley.
Dude, Oral Valley is crazy and you're also fucking your students.
Well, one of the girls who...
You know someone said, I'll show you in Oral Valley.
Ew.
And it worked.
Well, we did have, like, cute teachers. I had crushes on my teachers, but, like, I didn't want to sleep with any of them. But the... I'm finding it. My... one of the girls that slept with the teacher. He was an art teacher, I think, and I think he went to jail and got fired, of course, you know. And then he got out, or maybe he didn't go to jail. I don't know, but they ended up getting married. So, yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. I have really crazy stories about my hometown, and I'm excited to get into that.
Yeah, I have a few as well. I just think it's so crazy to even get yourself in that position to be fucking one of your students.
Yeah,
like,
where are you doing that?
Like
at school, after school? Like
that's just so like. Also, you're an
what do you say
old like
to them?
you're old like that. I wouldn't date someone.
I wouldn't date someone like 2 years younger.
Yeah, I wouldn't date someone who's 20 because I'm like. You're just
also, if you can't
you're a
legally
freaking kid.
drink, like even if you don't drink, if you can't legally drink, or if you can't come into a bar with me,
yeah,
get the
hell
out of here.
Go back to your leap pad. Go back to your leap
Go back
pad.
to your Dylan and I almost got a Etch-a-Sketch. We went into an old vintage like little toy store.
Those are fun for approximately 1.5 minutes.
So true. No, I feel
you become
like
the best Etch-a-Sketch artist in the world. You're like
Picasso. I'm trying to get off of my phone. I'm trying to lower my screen time. I've gotten out of my reading rut, and I've also picked back up board games. I realized I was playing. Yes, I'm playing games, but I'm still staring at a screen. Mario Party, and I am now playing Scrabble. I got backgammon. I don't know how to play it. I love
Scrabble.
Well, we have it. Dylan would be really excited to play Scrabble. We're on a tight schedule today, though, folks.
Yeah, we
don't have time for Scrabble.
We've got bus, another bus, club, plane, drink,
no
shot,
sleep,
shot.
shots. Oh, we're going tonight.
Yeah.
tonight we're going to a drag race viewing.
I
don't know exactly.
Yeah, it's when I saw it was kind of when you sent me what the event was. I was like, I'm confused, but I will be
I'll
there.
Go. It's like a Betsy Johnson, like Naomi Smalls is hosting. Like we're watching. I don't know. Is it the first episode or is it just? I don't really know.
I don't know. I'm gonna out myself kind of as a bad gay.
You don't watch Drag Race?
I've never watched.
Not one.
No.
Whoa.
The thing about it is that Drag Race, Survivor, Big Brother, those are all shows for me where the seasons, there's so many seasons. I don't know where to start, and I know I could just look up good seasons, but I'm the type of person that feels like I need to know. I need to see the foundation before I get into like the main lobby.
I could never pick up any show. I mean, okay, obviously if it's season by season. I mean, like American Horror Story, you can watch out of order to a degree. But Drag Race, like, I don't know. I wouldn't even watch Drag Race out of order. I feel the same way about, like, you need to see, like, where it started and where it is now.
I need to see the bones of it so that I can enjoy it later on. And I truly want to get into it so bad.
Well, maybe tonight will inspire you. Naomi Smalls is going to come over and give you lap dance.
I don't know.
I don't know if she's going to do
I didn't see that on the flyer.
I didn't see lap dances from Naomi Smalls. Didn't you think that Naomi Smalls was an actor?
Yeah. So I was messing it up with the other Naomi that was just in Smile 2.
Naomi.
Let me look it up. Naomi Scott.
Naomi Scott.
Yeah. So, Naomi S. There was something there. But
there's just no world where Naomi Scott would, unless, I don't know, host a drag race thing. Whatever.
I didn't know who she was in entirety until one day she came into my work to get a pickup order. And she was like, oh, it's for Naomi Scott. And I was like, okay, here you go. And I sent her on her way. And then later, after I'm decompressing in my bed watching TikTok, an interview of her came up. I was like, whoa.
Your FBI agent was listening?
No, literally. I was like, who is this girl? She said Lemonade Mouth. I love Lemonade Mouth.
She's a Lemonade Mouth?
Yeah.
No, you know who I DM'd? Who's the guy? The drummer.
Oh, the redhead?
Blake Michael, I think his name is.
That's saying Determinate?
No, not the redhead.
It's
the drummer. Also, I think that guy's in prison.
I think he got out. He's healing.
No, I think he's on his up and up.
Yeah.
No, the other guy. I think his name is Blake Michael. Or like Michael Blake or something like that. One of the two. And I DM'd him and I said something about him being sexy, or I don't remember what it was. This was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And he was like, thanks. I was like, okay. At least he answered. And then I never said
now
anything.
Say one girl that you DM'd and said that they were sexy, so that we have an even
so that you
an
can
even bisexual
so you can
meter.
prove that you're bisexual. No, wait. I actually want to see if it's still there. Yeah, I have to prove my bisexuality through this whole fucking podcast.
It's not going to work with me and you because we're going to be like touching each other.
Yeah.
And then people are going to start questioning my bisexuality and the validity. Everyone, make sure to renew your bisexuality cards.
Literally, renew your bisexuality every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
Dump your boyfriend. Bisexuals, dump your boyfriend challenge.
Literally.
Oh, no, I said that he was perfect. And he said, I wouldn't go that far, but thanks.
Okay, so he left the door open and you closed it.
I don't know why I thought that it was shorter than that.
No, he like sent you a full fucking run-on sentence.
Yeah.
He's in love with you.
Yeah, I don't know. You
should like the message.
Right now, well, I have a boyfriend. You know the like Disney and Nickelodeon stars that just hold on to that thing they did 15 years ago? I feel like he's kind of in that realm. You know who the worst one is, though? The kid from Zoe 101.
I never watched that.
Morgan hasn't seen so many things.
I know. I had never seen...
He had never seen High School Musical.
No, I still haven't.
Wait.
It was Hannah Montana.
Oh, yeah, we watched the Hannah Montana movie.
And dude, that changed my life. That's my favorite documentary. It low-key... Okay, you're going to laugh. You're going to be like, haha, Morgan said documentary. That's a fucking movie. It low-key is a documentary.
What about your life?
No, about hers. Because she truly is a pop star in a blonde wig, and then she goes to her small hometown, and she's just a regular
from a small town.
Yeah, and she's just a regular
I'm just an ordinary girl.
Literally. And I think you could classify it as a documentary because it might be a dramatization of what actually happened.
Well, the only way that it isn't a documentary is because they call her Miley Stewart instead of Miley Cyrus, but everything else is the same.
Literally. So I'm like, that's a really good documentary.
That is a really good documentary.
Whoa, the music. Whoa.
Yeah, hey, you guys know how I feel about Hannah Montana. Don't even get me started.
Don't have to get me started.
Don't.
You just got me started. Whatever. No, so yeah, I was kind of lacking a lot of departments for Disney and shows like that I could watch, and I'm emphasis on could because
we need to get into High School Musical. I forgot that we haven't done that with you yet.
I know, I really want to. I know when I was in like my Dish days when I would be obsessed with watching Disney Channel on Dish.
I had Dish.
You didn't have Dish?
I had Dish.
I loved Dish.
I loved Dish.
I recorded so many episodes of Everyone Hates Chris on that fucking DVR.
That show.
So I'd watch a bunch, and I think I turned it on one day, and then I like fell asleep or something. So yeah, I'm missing out still on High School Musical.
You're gonna love the part in High School Musical where Chad and Ryan are like questionably having like sexual attention on the baseball field.
I've seen the edits on TikTok.
Yeah, but wait till you like see the build up. I don't dance.
It's so crazy that Ashley Tisdale and the gay guy didn't
like each other.
Yeah, they hated each other.
God.
That's,
you know what? I actually
that's gonna be the article about me and you.
I can't believe they actually fucking hated each other.
They're like, wait, but they were so good on.
The chemistry was so good. No, I take back a little bit about what I said about people harping on what they did like 15 years ago. Also, I don't blame them because I do the same thing that they do, except I wasn't even in it. So maybe it's more embarrassing for me. So, but the podcasts that people do, like the Wizards of Waverly Place one, and then One Tree Hill, their podcast. Yeah,
they're like,
I love those.
Behind the scenes.
They go through each episode. I guess they also did that with, I mean, there's so many shows that do it, but there's one that I really like that I haven't watched yet.
One Tree Hill genuinely changed how I viewed stoplights forever. I literally was at a stoplight last night and it was taking forever to go, and I was like, I'm fucking Peyton right now.
I'm literally Peyton.
I
have a playlist on my what
if I just drove through this red light like my mom died? Why am I so lucky? Why haven't I died?
I'm gonna do it again. I have a playlist on my Spotify called Peyton's like record shelf or something like that, and it's kind of hard.
So if you are listening to this and you have listened to my prior podcast, I'm going to make the same joke. But in one of the episodes...
He's reusing. Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Literally, sorry, this isn't a fast fashion podcast. I was watching an episode one day, and Peyton was doing a line of Coke off of a CD. And it's like she was cutting...
Start over. What did you just say to me?
She was doing a line of Coke off of a CD
in
One Tree Hill.
Oh my God.
because she had a Coke addiction.
I forgot about that.
So I just thought it was so funny that she was cutting the Coke with a CD and snorting it also off of a CD.
Yeah, because she's a punk.
Yeah, and I just thought it was so funny. I was like,
a punk. She's punk.
So
sorry.
I thought it would be so funny if they were like, if the other characters in the show were also addicted to cocaine, what would they have, like Nate and Lucas doing cocaine off of a basketball
with a basketball?
Literally, they're chopping, they're like bouncing Coke everywhere and then they're snorting it
through the air. Who else?
Mouth would be doing it off of a microphone.
Yes,
Mouth would be a really good podcaster.
Yeah, he has an incredible podcast voice.
Well, I'm just saying that.
Do you think
I was
he's
like
like handsome?
No.
I think he's cute. Do you think he's cute?
Yeah, like cute in like a friend way. Like that's friend.
I friend zoned him. No, like I don't know. I liked his vibe, and I like.
No, I thought he was a sweetie pie, but
you wouldn't date him.
That's friend. That's friend
fair.
for sure.
Well, I feel bad. He got friend zoned so much.
Didn't he end up with Brooke?
No, she ended up with Julian. Spoiler alert.
Huh. Okay, but. When I was bisexual, before my card was invalidated, I had the biggest confusion over Peyton and Lucas, who I wanted more.
Oh.
I was like,
by awakening.
And I do have this thing every once in a while where I do have like
a crush.
Yeah, like a where I'm like, wait, I might just be bi, and
I
it's
think
just like
everybody's a little bisexual. Sorry.
yeah, and it's just like in practice, I don't know how. Like, girl, like we just be queening out. Like if
you actually dated a girl,
if I got to a bedroom alone with a girl, we'd be kicking out. You'd
laugh so much.
Yeah, we'd get like as far as hey, we get naked. Then we're just naked and queening out.
That's
like
what we do all the time.
I know, but there's no sexual tension there. Sorry to break that to you, but there's nothing there, and there never will be.
You're fucking dead.
Yeah. So Lucas though, he was so fucking hot.
I see. Okay, sure. Chad Michael Murray.
You like Nate?
Yeah. I mean, as a
you did
you? Okay, in the beginning, no.
Okay. Even sometimes, yeah.
He's the best one.
Yeah, like later on, but he was also kind of annoying. Like, we get it, your dad's a murderer, and your
their dads are murderers.
Okay, yeah, because they have the same dad. But I guess, yeah.
And his mom was an alcoholic. I love it. Deb, love that diva.
Dude, okay, Deb's story arc is genuinely upsetting to me.
It's really crazy.
Because the first few seasons, she is the fucking best. She's going to help out at the shop. She's trying to make friends with, what's her name?
Karen.
She's trying to make friends with Karen. She's being so sweet and like having her back and being
turned her into the villain.
Yeah, and they're like, actually, what we're gonna do with Deb is make her take 25 oxys. We're gonna make her down 3 bottles of wine a day, and we're gonna make her hate and want to kill her son.
I like when he came home, or she came home from, I don't know, rehab, and she was like, he had just had a party and it was such a mess. She comes home, she's like, oh my God, Nathan, I'm so sorry. Did I leave it like this? And he was like, yeah, Mom, it's fine. Just clean it up. Like, walks away.
That is peak writing. You are never topping that shit.
Yeah.
That show's so good, though. Talk about a hook at the end of every episode. Dan's heart getting eaten by a dog running by after they spilled the ice chest.
Oh my God.
That is the funniest writing, I think.
Yeah, it's just the stalker arc they had going
that
on.
That was insane.
The brother stalker.
You are in high school.
I think when I watched the podcast that they did, it was like they said that they just wanted to keep making it crazier and crazier and crazier because
that was for sure fucking crazy.
Definitely worked. I'm so in love with Brooke.
Okay,
she's so sexy,
phenomenal. I don't think I'm gonna get I was gonna have a Glee segue, but we cannot start a Glee segue this deep in.
No, we can't. That has to be its own. You know what's? I did watch Glee, but I haven't watched it in so long that I have minimal knowledge.
If you made it all the way to the end, you get
to see Morgan's butt.
You get treats.
Wait. Okay, so you would go to a taco stand.
Yeah, I would go to a taco stand, and I would get a $10 burrito, take an edible, hand me down edible from a friend.
Hand me down edible.
And I would turn on an episode of Glee and just get lost in that crazy fucking universe. That was
damn. That sounded like a sound bite.
Yeah, I know. Guys, we did not push a fucking
Guys,
button.
that was Morgan. I swear to God.
Yeah, Glee's too good to. We can't get.
Glee's too good to cut it off
I just recently watched the Glee the concert, the 3D movie.
What? That's a thing.
It's fucking incredible.
Glee the concert. What is the High School Musical? The musical, the series.
Oh,
you wouldn't know shit about that.
No.
You don't even know who Olivia Rodrigo is.
What's her name again?
Exactly, Olivia Rodriguez.
So that movie, Glee, the movie, the 3D movie.
Okay.
Experience, whatever it's called, is in my top 3 for all Gwyneth Paltrow movies.
Gwyneth Paltrow's in it?
Yes.
Wait, isn't she in the action? Isn't she in Glee? Yeah. That's right.
She's the Spanish teacher, and it's really bad.
Wait. Oh shit. No, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. She's not Lumpia. That's Cameron Diaz.
No, that's Lumpia. Adobo. No, she's not Lumpia. Okay.
I ate it every single day.
Oh, from the Philippines.
Philippines.
Okay.
Morgan wants to say bye.
I think, we just knocked it out of the park, sister. And I think we have to.
We have stuff to do. We're really busy.
I have
Try
to
being a podcaster for a day.
Literally, record an episode, talking to a mic, drive to your friend's house, take a shower.
Go watch Drag Race.
Go watch Drag Race. Drink a little drink. Boom, boom, Boom.
record another podcast.
What'd you do today? Yeah, we're gonna record a podcast.
I got off work at 5:45. Is that what she says?
Yeah.
All right, work up. It's 5:45. I just got off work.
You know she was scrolling her emails for those 45 minutes.
Literally,
just
her last email came in. She didn't even.
Just so that she could have like the integrity to say it with conviction.
Sorry, guys. There's an earthquake.
Something blew up. Well,
bye.
Thank you so much for coming. I love you all.
I love you all. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are as excited about this as we are, because we're stoked. And
we're
I know
stoked.
you want to hear us just yap, 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 yap.
And we're going to do it
That's exactly
literally
what we're gonna do.
every freaking week.
Every single week. We actually
Can we get
still
3
haven't.
big booms?
Oh, God. We actually haven't decided yet what days we want to do, but you'll know when this comes out, which day we're going to do it on. And now I have Morgan to keep me accountable for actually posting this every week. Doesn't mean anything for my YouTube channel, but you know what? March is going to be sweet. Is that what you told me? March is going to be sweet?
March is going to be sweet, and hopefully your is sweeter.
Wait.
Well, I love you all.
Love
Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Mr.
And Miss.
Information Podcast.
And Ms.
Ms.
We love you.
We love you so much.
See you in the next one. Mwah.
Give your Nana cookie a good bite.